Hello, my beautifuls. Thanks for joining me today. We are going to be working on some chest openers, but we're not only going to focus on opening the front of the chest, we're also going to work on opening the back of the chest. When we dance, we want to be upright and very open. Most of our daily activities have us here. If you're at a computer, type. If you're momming, if you're feeding a baby, or just playing with your kids, we tend to be down here. So we need to do lots of exercises to open this up. So we're going to start with several different ones. The first one we're going to do is cat-cow. If you do not like to be on your hands and knees, there is an alternative. It's still cat-cow, but we will stand with our legs a little wider than hip width, hands on the knees, and you can cat-cow from right here, if that works better for your knees. If you are okay being on the floor, especially if you've got carpet or a folded up yoga mat or towel underneath you, that can help immensely. We're going to put those hands underneath our shoulders and our knees under our hips. So we've probably done this one before, but I'm going to show you a way to emphasize it a little bit differently to work on the front and the back of the chest. So we're going to get the top of our head and the bottom of our tailbone to meet their destination at the same time. So they're going to meet at the bottom, and then they're going to meet at the top. Good. So do this a couple of times just to get used to that head-tail connection going on. There's lots of reasons why head-tail connection is important, but we're not going to go into that today. That's a different video. Now, as we're arched up like this, I want you to think about your collarbones. This is these nice clavicle muscles right here. And I'm thinking about pushing them back towards my hips, pressing the shoulders back, looking up. And then, hi Pepper. And then I'm going to contract it up. And instead of focusing on the belly, which we often do, I'm going to think about my shoulders, the tops of these shoulders, pushing up towards my ears. So the shoulder blades, your shoulder blades on top of your back, right? As you pull those shoulders towards your ears, your shoulder blades are going to go like this. They're going to separate apart. That should feel really good. So pull the shoulders towards your ears and feel those shoulder blades separate. And then we're going to go back and forth several times at your own tempo. Feel like you're pressing your chest forward as the clavicles of the collarbone. That's the word I'm looking for, as the collarbone goes back. And then when you contract up, pull the shoulders towards the ears and let those shoulder blades slide apart. One more time each way. So we're really focusing on opening the chest. We can do this in different ways where it opens the belly or even the hips a little bit, but we're working on the chest today. All right, from here, while we're here, we're going to thread the needle. So I am going to take, which side do I want to do? I want to go this way. I'm going to take this, we'll go with my right hand. And I'm going to open the chest by reaching over. That arm reaches towards the ceiling and towards the back of the hand. So I'm opening the front. Then I take that hand and I thread it through to pet the cat. And you put the back of the hand on the floor. Hi, kitty. And you put your ear and your shoulder on the floor if that's comfortable. You are not helping. Yeah, I know. I'm going to use this left hand to press into the floor, and I'm going to let my gaze work its way towards the ceiling. Now check out your tailbone. Don't let it slide way over to the side. Keep those hips right on top of the knees. I can't think when you're in front of me. Yes. As you use this left hand to press into the floor, you're going to feel those shoulders separate, and it should feel really lovely. Then on the next inhale, we're going to unthread. Reach that hand up, open the front again, and bring it back down. And then, of course, you have to do the other side. So now I'm going to take my left arm, doesn't matter which arm, as long as you get both. I'm going to reach it straight up to the ceiling. So I'm opening to the chest, the back of the hand reaches back behind. And then I'm going to thread it through, back of the hand onto the floor. Try not to smush the cat, and put your ear and your shoulder on the floor. Use your right hand to press into the floor. Let your gaze work its way towards the ceiling. My head is not pointed towards the ceiling. It's just my eyes that are going that direction. Engage those low abs and keep the hips right over the knees. For some reason, I get in this position. I can't think of what my knees are called. Good. As you press into the ground, you're going to feel those shoulder blades separate from each other. It should be very lovely. My next inhale, we're going to unthread and bring that hand all the way up. You're so helpful, Pepper. Thank you. Good. And then bring it back down. All right. From here, we're going to go into a comfortable seated position, whatever that position may be. These next two ones are really great to do at your desk. Just saying. So we're going to start by opening the front. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands behind me like a cape. I'm going to turn a little bit more this way. There we go. So my hands are going to go behind me, and I want to push the shoulders down away from my ears, and my hands are probably going to be touching the floor. If you've got the flexibility, you can lace those fingers together and pull them down. Once again, my shoulders are down and back. By pulling them down and back, that opens the front of the chest. Now, if you've got the flexibility, you can lift those hands off the floor as the chest lifts up, but the shoulders are still going down and back. This is a very lovely one. If you want to go a little bit deeper, be very careful with this one, but if you want to, we can keep the back straight and just gently tilt the chin towards the chest. If that feels good, if that puts any crazy strain on your neck, please don't do it. Gently release. Now we're going to open the back one more time. There's a couple different ways that we can do this, but this is one of my favorite ones because this particular way works very well for the ladies that are more endowed in the front. Not a specific problem I have, but I know a lot of people who do. So this, because a lot of times we do eagle arms, right? And if you have a lot, that doesn't work. But what we can do, put your hands in front, shoulders down and back. Rotate your hands. You can stay just like this. If you've got the flexibility, put one hand on top of the other. Doesn't matter which one, we're gonna get both. Lace those fingers. I'm gonna pull my arms forward, but I'm gonna push the shoulders back. So you have this nice counter pull where you're being pulled forward and back at the same time. Shoulders are down and back towards the back of the room. Hands are reaching towards the front. So if you wanna go a little deeper, only if this feels good, keep the spine tall, tilt the chin down. Now if you want to go a little bit deeper yet, we're going to keep pulling those hands forward, and I'm going to let the shoulders come up towards the ears, and I'm going to round through my back. Keep pulling the chin in. So now instead of pushing the shoulders back, I'm pulling them forward. Good. Gently release. Okay, remember which hand you had on top? You're going to put the other hand on top. So shoulders down, pull the shoulders back, but I'm going to pull the hands forward to have this nice counter pull. We're up nice and tall. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing helps. From here, if you want to go a little deeper, we can take that chin down to the chest. Shoulders are reaching back, arms are reaching forward. If you want to go a little bit more, I'm going to pull in the belly, round the spine, pull the chin towards the chest, and let the shoulders come towards the ears this time. Let those shoulder blades pull apart. Gently release. You're going to get a lot of blood flow flowing into those shoulders, which is very good. We always need a little bit more of that. And it's going to help open the front. But if we're opening the front, we should open in the back as well, so that way we stay nice and balanced. If you like this, let me know. Play around with it. Let me know what you think. If there's another area that you would like to work on stretching or opening, please let me know, and I can include it in my next newsletter. Thanks!